Did you know that an electric vehicle can be more than 70% efficient? Even the best diesel engine, when fully warmed up, struggles to achieve 40% efficiency. This video presents some lessons from the EV industry regarding energy efficiency. Electric vehicles are believed to outperform internal combustion engine, ICE vehicles in safety, operating costs, performance, and design. An EV converts electricity directly into motion without zero emission. This makes it far more energy efficient than a traditional vehicle that must burn fuel to create heat and then convert it into motion. However, skeptics frequently claim that electric cars simply pass pollution onto coal-powered charging stations, a phenomenon known as the long tailpipe theory. To some extent, this is true. However, their critique usually fails to mention that almost all power stations are greener than combustion engines in terms of energy and carbon efficiency. While coal-powered plants are not emission-free, Bloomberg NEF research finds that carbon dioxide emissions from battery-powered vehicles were around 40% lower than ICE vehicles last year. This benefit will increase as power producers shift away from coal and toward wind and solar farms, a transition that is already underway almost everywhere except Southeast Asia. Even in Asia, a study which we'll later highlight suggests that Chinese manufacturers could reduce emissions considerably if they improve manufacturing techniques and increase batteries recycling. According to the International Energy's IEA 2019 Global EV Outlook, increased use of electric vehicles on roads will reduce carbon dioxide equivalent emissions through 2030. EVs emitted approximately 38 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalents globally in 2018, compared to 78 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalents emitted by an equivalent ICE ICE fleet during the same time frame. Air pollution is frequently described as a public health emergency, with urban air pollution in many UK towns and cities exceeding safe levels and failing to improve. It is evident that road transportation is the primary source of harmful gases and particulate matter, and that electrification is critical to reducing this. Harmful air pollutants are a mix of gases and particulates found in soot from combustion and tire, road, brake, and engine wear. Electric cars still release particles due to tire, road, and brake wear. However, pollution from brake wear is significantly reduced due to regenerative braking, which we will discuss later. According to the IEA, the global EV fleet consumed approximately 58 terawatt-hours of electricity in 2018, with China accounting for about 18% of global EV electricity demand. However, the electricity source of EV must be considered when determining overall vehicle efficiency. While using coal to power an EV is not as environmentally friendly as using renewable electricity, it does not imply that coal-powered EVs are not as efficient as ICE vehicles. Well-known automakers such as BMW, Tesla, and the Volkswagen Group have made impressive commitments to reduce and offset emissions. Ford announced that it would become carbon neutral by 2050, a remarkable commitment for an American automaker. Mary Wroten, Ford's director of sustainability, told Greenbids that the company is aiming for 2050 to align with the Paris Agreement, because anything after 2050 is an unacceptable risk of climate change. Swedish EV maker Polestar has gone even further, promising to produce a truly carbon zero car by 2030. According to Bloomberg's analysis, while the largest difference in vehicle efficiency gain was seen in the UK, which has a large renewable energy industry, EVs were still more efficient in China, which is more reliant on coal. Similarly, with coal now constituting a minor component of the power mix, modern power generation emits virtually no air pollution. In contrast, carbon dioxide emissions from internal combustion engine vehicles contribute significantly to global climate change and air pollutants that harm people's health locally. An EV motor is approximately 85 to 90% efficient when converting coal-fired energy to power. Bloomberg expects technological advancements to reduce emissions from combustion engines by about 1.9% per year through 2040, while EV emissions are expected to decrease by 3% to 10% per year. Kindly hit the subscribe button for regular updates on best manufacturing practices. Unlike most conventional vehicles, EVs use a novel braking system known as the Kinetic Energy Recovery System, KERS, which recovers the kinetic energy of a moving car. The recovered energy is saved in a reservoir and used later when accelerating. A motor generator integrated into the car's transmission converts mechanical energy into electrical energy and vice versa. When the energy is captured, it is stored in a battery and released when needed. To better grasp it, think of how an ant stores food for future use. Give this video a like if KERS intrigues you. Furthermore, EV manufacturers contribute to energy efficiency by lowering emissions emissions associated with extracting oil and gas, transporting and converting it into fuel, and delivering it to local distributors before trucking it to the gas stations. According to a recent study published by ScienceDirect, where a battery is manufactured has a significant impact on the emissions generated during this process. The ScienceDirect study, for example, compares China's manufacturing process for EVs and ICE vehicles and finds that increasing efficiency in the manufacturing and infrastructure process is critical to reducing emissions during EV production. Although Chinese battery manufacturers emit up to 60% more carbon dioxide than ICE engine manufacturers, the report suggests that manufacturers could reduce emissions by up to 66% if they used American or European manufacturing techniques. China is also expected to make rapid progress toward EV adoption as its renewable industry expands. With improved manufacturing techniques and increased recycling of batteries, there will be a significant reduction in carbon dioxide emissions in China and other key manufacturing markets. The future of the automotive industry appears increasingly electric, as more electricity grid shifts toward increasing renewable energy production and conventional car manufacturers look to produce more EV alternatives for the mass market. We recommend our video on how the most advanced factories in the world ensure energy efficiency. Thanks for watching.